Alright, thanks for watching. Elise makes a bunch of videos. It's gonna be another mukbang here. If you have tuned in from my Instagram link that I left, then you should definitely subscribe to my channel. If it's your first time here, there's all sorts of noodles to be eaten. So this is what's happening today. Not all my videos are about me eating noodles, by the way, but all the best ones. Just kidding. So I'm eating this brand of noodle, which I have done in the previous mukbang, NEOGURI, and it was a spicy, but this is seafood spicy, so it's slightly different. It seems like it might actually be somewhat more spicy than the other one, and I put less liquids, so it'll be more concentrated. I'm only gonna have this small bowl in this video, and then I'll eat all that later. It'll just take too long. Also, this pre-ramble I knew was gonna be like a minute. So I'll just do a little behind the scenes here. In my last video, I was talking about all my worldly possessions right there that I've started going through. So that and that small carry-on and that bin is mostly empty now. So I've emptied it. It's like the demo stage. And now I just have to start going through it. I'm not going to do that just now though. And this is where I'm going to sit and my beautiful camera setup with my little note about what I wanted to talk about. Yep, that looks good. Perfect. So, let's get in here. It's weird, they're like, I thought it was just because I put too much water, but I think the noodles actually are pretty fat, like bigger than the one I usually get, like Ichiban type noodles. But anyways, I feel like it's really hot though. Yeah, so another thing I want to talk about in this video is my blog. Elise writes a bunch of blogs, .blogspot.com. I posted a quote of the day yesterday, which was from the Walt Disney Company, and it is, "The secrets of making dreams come true can be surmised in 4 C's. They are curiosity, confidence, courage, and consistency. And the greatest of all is confidence." Yeah, so I wrote about that a little bit. I won't sort of get into what I said about it, more or less, the whole thing. One main point really that I will say that was in the blog is that it's interesting how confidence is so useful in terms of like how people perceive you. Because if you're confident, then people tend to perceive you more positively. But to be confident, you really have to not care what other people think about you. So it's sort of like one of those ironic things. If you want people to like you more, you kind of have to not care what they think about you, in a way. But anyways, and I kind of get into it and how like if you're just doing fake confidence, it's not really the same. And on some level, most people can tell when you're doing that. I was just thinking about how, like, especially with work, I've had so many different jobs, and I find like even with like customer service and stuff, when you don't really know what you're talking about, but like most businesses are more or less the same. Customer service is more or less the same. Like you sort of, if you're not just afraid of making mistakes all the time and just being like, oh yeah, I'll figure it out, like it'll be fine. That sort of confidence is always so much more helpful than the sort of panic, I don't know, sort of attitude with new job. So yeah, I find that I train really quickly because you just kind of have a lot of experience. And I was thinking about how I worked in telesales for a bit. I think I mentioned it in another video when I was talking about celebrity telemarketers. Anyways. And, I mean, you just get so used to people, like, they don't even want to talk to you. Like, let alone buy whatever it is that you're trying to sell them on the phone. And so you really just honestly have to be like, I don't care if somebody's going to be mad at me today, because if I did, then it's going to be a long day. That's 8 hours of calling people that don't want to hear you. And as soon as, like, it's so funny because I was doing really well with sales at one point. Probably the point where I didn't care anymore. I had already decided I wasn't going to work there anymore. I wasn't motivated by the incentives, which they never actually gave us because they're horrible, heartless corporation. So I don't think I ever got my commissions. Probably not once ever. But I was just bored, and it was like, I'm just gonna try to make sales because I'm here anyways, right? I don't actually care, but you know. So, yeah, I guess my point is, sometimes confidence isn't so much about thinking that you're the best at everything, because you're probably not, but more just being like, well, other people are going to think what they're going to think, and fuck, I don't care. Pretty much. And sometimes there are people that you're really supposed to care about their opinion, supposedly. Not sure if I mentioned, but I put an egg in this. It's very eggy now. And a tiny bit of this other soup that I made. It's in the fridge. I'm probably still sitting there. Let's go be nosy and see what's in the fridge. Because, you know. Yeah. There it is. And that is the contents of my fridge. Very exciting. Oh, and all that. Two different organic peanut butters. Totally necessary. Yep, so I'm probably gonna eat that now. But this is already like a 9-minute video, so gonna leave you there. But thanks again for watching, and again, if it's your first time on Elise Makes a Bunch of Videos, you should share with a friend or subscribe if you want to see all my new exciting adventures. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.